As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. Complete. It's Johnson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory down at the 33. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Connor. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
One man in the backfield. That's Miller. 2nd and goal. Jackson. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Greg Olsen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Let's get off the field, D. Mike Button.
Hey, Alpha.
On 2nd and 9. Darnold. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 3rd and long. It's Darnold. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 45-yard line.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
2 yards on the pickup.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Everson Griffin. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. This time Jackson will throw it. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now Jackson airing it out, looking for Ridley. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, L.A. Calvin Ridley, his 4th touchdown on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Darnold. Powell on the catch. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Watch the screen. Patch it. Patch it. And 80.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. He sets to fire deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Let's go.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. This one caught by Ridley. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Let's go.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They'll come out in the pistol. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Lamar Miller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Some guys just have a knack for creating turnovers. He's got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble last week, another one there.
And it just drives teams crazy because they realize that certain guys, as you said, have that knack, and they're trying to keep them away from the action, away from the ball. But the best ones have that overwhelming.
And that pass is going to be intercepted by the All-Pro DB Desmond King. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into...
Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Calvin Ridley with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they nowhere to go. Here, he lost the football. But I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. On the ground, Kamara. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave him with a healthy distance still to go on 3rd down. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the 3rd quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And an alley to run. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, L.A. Calvin Ridley, 53 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
Luck's good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They run it again with Kamara. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Got a man, it's Arcega-Whiteside. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 43.
That's an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. 18 big yards on that one and a Miami first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. from the gun. It's a run for Kamara. Muscles him off.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
59. Mike, 59. Oh, you got deep?
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Jackson to throw. Setting up the screen for Miller. They give him a gain of 38.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Lamar Miller. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 40 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. And he's gone 2-2 on us now at 2 receiving touchdowns, now his 2nd rushing touchdown.
And that's the back of the NFL nowadays, isn't it? The ability to do everything. You can't just be one or the other. The best ones able to run it, catch it, and produce. Big-time points put on the board by him.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara.
Out of bounds at the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Mike 5. They're going to need some therapy after this.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack. The Dolphins on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. And the pressure gets to him again. Jordan Jenkins providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on here to punt it away. fielded just inside the 30. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. That'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And Lutz puts this one through. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is. But how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation...
And that pass is going to be intercepted by the All-Pro DB Desmond King. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now it's Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Darnold. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here. But let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
I'm coming after you.
Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for our visitors, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.